Welcome to the TeamOne Sports Project. We are Team 1 of Ronald N's Advanced System Projects class. Team members are Ian, William, Hunter, Nathan, Patricia, Wesley, and Adri. This website will have the following criteria. You'll be able to search for a sporting good product you want, make a purchase creating an account, create that account, search for products and change information, and you will also be able to log in and process the order and view the orders that need to be fulfilled and change the statements of that order shipped. Let's get started. Alright, welcome to our main page. From here you'll be able to seamlessly perform any task you want on the website. Our carousel tells you the promotions we have here at TeamOne Sports. Every facet is clickable, including the FAQ, which we'll get to later, and clicking any of the above images takes you to a small subsection with the appropriate sport being the only thing displayed, as well as some promotional advertisement, which takes you to the correct spot by clicking. We'll do this later as well. And the general guidelines at the bottom, all of which are clickable. For any questions that aren't intuitive, we have included 2 FAQs with a link both up at the top in the banner and at the bottom. The first one pertaining to COVID-19 questions, as well as ours, and the second one being for more general questions that any user might have about any questions about our website. We've included multiple ways for a user to shop for any product they might want. The most obvious being you can click on the product tab at the top to see our entire selection of products available here at TeamOne Sports. You can get a more specific selection by selecting your specific sport. We offer basketball, soccer, baseball, and football products here, 10 of each. You can display them in a multiple facet of ways, just in case you're looking for something higher or lower priced. For example, let's see all the soccer items on display, and then all the football items on display. The second option being the search bar, where you can search up your specific object at will, like a mask, in which we will display all the masks. The third option is the aforementioned buttons, which automatically label the sport when you click the equivalent icon, all working correctly. And the final way is the promotion. And for now we have a football promotion, so it sends you to the appropriate football section. Okay, now let's gear somebody up. So let's have a football player who needs a football, a cleat, a pair of gloves, and a helmet. Let's go to checkout as a guest. So all the appropriate functions need to be filled out, or the system won't let you pass. If we leave one unselected, you'll actually get a prompt to please complete it. So we will do so. Let's get an extra football just in case. Alright, and here it will require the necessary info, so let me fill that out. So the first thing we'll need to do is input some billing information. So let's go ahead and input some numbers so we can pay. Okay, looks good. So we'll add it, and here's the credit card on file, and now we'll include our shipping information. Alright, looks good as well, and we'll continue to checkout. So here at checkout we have a second look at all the information we have inputted before. We have our shipping information over here, our credit card that we inputted on file, Visa ending in 1231, ready to go. We have all the products. We have the second football is included here, all the prices, and one last look at all the pricing here. Everything updatable from this page as well, and we can continue to place our order with one last confirmation, and the order has been confirmed, after which you'll get one last look at everything that has been shipped to you, where it has been shipped to, and the information on file, as well as the order status with a small little key here, so you can figure out any information that might be hard to assess. Now, if you shop more frequently with us and you would like to make an account, then in the login page, you have a prompt and a suggestion to register. If you do, all you have to do is input the necessary information and you can make an account with us. I will show how. And we'll click register. And as you can see here in the top, we are as the username that we have just suggested as user1 ready to shop with our new user account. So from here, let's outfit a small baseball team. So by clicking the baseball icon or any of the other multiple ways to get here, let's get a bat, a baseball, and a glove. And from here on, user checkout, let's get about 5 of each. For multiple players. The price will change accordingly for each one you add, and maybe I decide I don't want the baseball anymore. You have an easy way to remove anything from your cart. So we go to the checkout here. I forgot to select the size. And once again, all the information on display, price, and more prompts to fill out any information that wasn't inputted. When you registered, you automatically included any shipping information, which can be updated here, but we're lacking the payment information, so let's go ahead and add that. So here we're going to need to include that payment information. So if we click Add Payment Method, we'll go back to a familiar screen with all the information we filled out during our registry. We're going to add our payment information here. Alright, looking good. We'll click Add, and here's the information. So we'll click Continue to Checkout. With our new billing information processed and everything ready to go, we can place our order with one last confirmation. And just like before, ready to go with all the information in as above. Now on the off chance you need to update anything on your page, you have 2 ways to update your shipping information and your billing information. We'll start with the shipping. You can change your username and password and any information you want to change here. For example, let's change to my full name, change where I live, change my phone number, and lastly change my email. And click Save. With one last prompt, all my information will be saved as to what I did before. And again here in the billing information, by clicking Edit, by selecting the card and clicking Edit, I can change my name, let's do my address, change the state real quick, maybe change the phone number a little bit, and just here, and click Save. The information will have been changed on the main screen as well, and we can continue to check out this way as well. With one last prompt that says customer profile is updated. While logged in, the user can actually view and update his profile from the main page, can view any orders that you may have. We remember we ordered the 5 bats and the 5 mitts, and simply log out. Now let's log in as an employee to see some of the stuff that we've shipped out. Notice that when you're logged in as a user, you can't see the button that opens the employee portal. So let's log out of our temp account here to go back to the main screen as a guest, and you'll see here that the employee portal is now available. Let's go. So let's go ahead and log in as an employee. From here, our main goal is going to be able to look at all the available orders and be able to change any that need to be changed, like changing the order shipment from ordered to shipped. So we've logged in here as the employee. We're able to view and change any custom information we want. All the orders from all the different people, different customer numbers and different product numbers that they've ordered are all here. If you input an acceptable change, like if we change this to some random gibberish, you'll get a big red border and you won't be able to proceed. If you change it to something acceptable, aka ordered or shipped, you get a green border telling you you're good to go. So quantity being any number is fine, but quantity being any letter is not. So let's go ahead and change that. Up the number there, change the order to shipped, change theirs to shipped as well, and change this to shipped as well. Everything is accepted, so we can click Submit Changes, and everything has gone through. So we can go back to the home page, and we're automatically logged out of the employee portal, where if we need to, we can simply go back again. In the case that the user accidentally deletes an input that is required and they don't remember what it was, clicking the reset button will always return it back to the default input. So if I change this to 6, change this to ordered, and change this to $4.99, but all the information needs to be put back to normal, clicking reset will turn them all back to their default status. To make sure the website is future-proof, we've added some small quality of life measures. For example, if a user clicks Add to Cart twice on the same product, it simply makes the quantity 2 when you go to checkout. If the user tries to move forward without inputting vital information, you'll actually get a prompt that won't let the user pass without inputting it. So in this example, everything that is needed is highlighted in red, and I even get a small prompt for me to input a username. And when I do, and I still try to move forward, the prompt simply moves on to the next essential place until all essential files are filled. Just like in the register section, if a user leaves any vital information blank in a place like the payment or the shipping information, it'll prompt the user to fill in any necessary information that isn't filled. Just like when leaving a text box empty, we've set up several precautions in case the user enters the wrong type of information in a text box. For example, if the phone number is missing several variables and the user tries to check out, you'll actually get an alert prompting you to finish the process. Text boxes such as first name and last name are malleable, but things like middle initial, zip code, state, phone number, city, and email require a specific input, only allowing things that are acceptable in those values. If the user tries to input a card that's past its expiration date and can't be used as payment, we'll actually prevent them from moving forward. So here we've logged back in at user 1, and let's set it for a date that's already passed. It won't accept anything that's not past the correct date. So if we input today's date at 11/26, it works. Though not necessary, some users do prefer to put dashes in the splits between their phone numbers. Just in case that happens, we have made a method, let me change the phone number, that accepts it automatically even if the user inputs the dashes, as to not create an error. If the user tries to log in and inputs their information wrong, so let's do UW1 and PW1, you'll actually get a small alert that your login is invalid. In case of hardware limitations, all places that dead end on the website have a back button for functionality, such as here on the FAQ page for COVID, on the general FAQ page, and on the billing information page. So the user doesn't lose their place. If they scroll down far enough and click Add to Cart on any product, the page will auto-scroll back down. That concludes our look into the website for TeamOne Sports. This project was made in NetBeans using Java. Tasks were organized on a weekly basis using Discord between all team members. We hope you enjoyed this look into the TeamOne Sports website, and thank you for your time.